So 6 months ago, I started a project called 12 Months. The idea being that I'd collaborate with a different artist every month, working on one song a month for 12 months. I'm now halfway through it, so I thought I'd give you guys an update. But if you haven't watched all the videos leading up to this, there's a little playlist you can go and check out that just shows my progress as I've been going through this. The idea behind this project is to celebrate different artists, the independent artists that have been on this channel, and promote them and help promote each other. So, as you can see from the album artwork, it only says 12, not 12 months. That's because each month I'm drawing a different letter and adding it to this. And hopefully that might be the album artwork by the end of it, depending on how it goes. I'm going to take you through a brief walk through each song and then talk about this month's song as well, just to give you an update of where each song is in its journey. The first song was called Start Again, and that was made back in January about, New Year's Eve, making promises, New Year's resolutions. It's all about that. It's all about starting again, starting anew, and what your year might bring you. It's basically almost there. There are a few minor production things I'm hearing, but I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll just play you a little snippet.
I was feeling groggy from my days gone
Got this almost like blurred, Park Life, British talking.
But in my heart I was roaring.
All about how I was feeling to start the new year.
That everything will be better for me this time. Won't you take stock?
We also have the fabulous, amazing Devaney and Shram doing lyrics for me.
We start again.
I made this section quiet, it was loud last
Maybe
time.
one day we will feel home again.
There's Devin.
And every now and then.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. In February, I made an absolute gem, which I absolutely adore. It's about me and my wife, that we don't need Valentine's Day to be able to say that we love each other. She features on the track, so this isn't an independent artist per se, but it's a very personal one. It sounds very Ed Sheeran.
I know I don't need a day to say I love you.
The amazing Robbie Tucker did piano and some other bits for me, just to pad it out. It's almost there. I'm not too happy with the sound of the acoustic guitar myself, but it sounds nice and raw. Number 3 is one of my absolute favourites. The album art's just changed, but ignore that. It's just a placeholder. It will just be the 12 months thing. This one I featured with Robbie Tucker, who helped out with the last track, and we've made this almost zany, funny song about enjoying spring. In springtime where everything's really nice, the flowers just start blooming, you feel alive again, like you can go out into the world. This is that feeling encapsulated in song with a bit of a Beatles-esque zany kind of spin to it.
Hello, 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 hello. Good day, hello. And now it feels so right to say I miss you, I love you. And God, it feels so good to say hello.
I love how many times it says hello.
God, it feels so good to say. God, it feels so great to say. God, it feels
There's
so
also
right to say.
a kazoo solo. With some Weezer-esque guitars in the background. In April, I made this song based on the Bambi song Drip Drip Drop Little April Showers. It's going to feature Rebels in stereo, but I am still waiting for them.
Like April showers. It's like we're always changing hour by
I think
hour.
the hardest thing about this project is waiting for people and things to get done. I'm really taking my time with it, and that's not a bad thing. I like things to be done like straight away, and that's always been a problem with me as an artist. I'll release stuff even when it's not even like completely reflected upon.
It's like we're always changing
Nice
hour
little
by
pop punk
hour.
song anyway. May is probably the most incomplete song. I haven't got anybody on it yet, but I have some people who said they're going to do it. I'm kind of waiting for them to come round to creating something for it. But I need to be able to pay different artists out there to play folk instruments on this one, because this is a bit out of my depth in terms of like playing. But I wanted to do an English folk dance inspired song. So it is very silly. It's very pompous, very British sounding. And very folky. And I think it'll be a nice welcome after kind of the upbeat energy that we've had for the past few tracks. So I want fiddles, I I want just folk instrumentation,
I want to be where
folk
you
drums,
may be, my darling queen of
maybe
the
a
world.
flute
To
or
be
something.
with you are like
If you're out there and you want to contribute on this song, please do.
Fantasy. May I dance and may
The idea is either male will sing the first
so what's
verse about a Mayday Queen, and then in the second verse it'll be a female vocalist singing about a king. And it's the king and queen saying lovely things to each other. It's rather embarrassing, but sounds pretty folky. And that leads us to this month, June, which, well, you're watching this in July, but this month, June, I did a feature with Samuel Kalunga, who's been there since I started reacting on this channel and is an incredible independent artist. Do go and check him out. In fact, check out all these independent artists that I've mentioned so far. And I knew that Samuel liked Sufjan Stevens, and so did I. I really liked his recent project, Javelin. I enjoyed the calm approach to Sufjan's music, paired with unique, interesting textures going on. So I wanted to create something like that, but with also the softness of maybe Ben Howard's early stuff. So it's pretty quiet. It's in the early stages. It still needs drums adding to it. I'm going to be adding more unique and interesting flavors like Sufjan does. But this is it for now. First listen ever.
keep a glowing light outside to guide me to sleep. I can see safe shadows past the door.
Vocals need redoing.
When I wake up from a dream and the dream is way too bleak, let the light come flooding in, save me from the deep, and hold
I'm going to redo my highs.
me tight, never let go, and hold me right till it's all that I know. Yeah, you're the one that I know.
So I'm going to stop it there because I will tease more of Samuel's feature as this song progresses. The first initial idea that came for this month was that in June in England, I'm not sure about America, but in June in England, we celebrate Father's Day. I started thinking about my father and being a father myself and what would be a really like comforting memory. And I'll always remember as a toddler, as a child growing up, going to sleep, feeling comfortable and safe in my house. And there was a glowing light, just, the crack underneath my door, the glowing light outside in the hallway, the light was switched on. So you just knew that there were people in the house and it felt safe. And the song's all about that kind of safety that, if you're having a bad dream as a kid, your dad would come in, he would make sure you're okay. And then he'll say, you go back to sleep, it's all right. And you'd feel safe and warm. So I wanted to capture that feeling in a song. And I also wanted to imagine that is what it is like for my son, or I hope I give that feeling to my son because it was such a wonderful, warm feeling. And it doesn't have to be for fathers. That feeling can also be, for mothers too. So I guess it's more a song about the feeling of safety, parental safety, when everything in your world feels right. So it's also kind of a thank you to my parents for giving me that, and a hope that I can give this to my own son too. So pretty open and bare song, and Samuel being a father himself, hope he doesn't mind me saying that, I thought that he'd be able to relate a lot to this song too. And he's got the perfect kind of calm voice to it. I always say it sounds a bit Randy Newman-esque. It does have a twinge of that. So you should definitely go and check out Samuel Kalunga too. Now, we're moving on to July, and it's summery July, isn't it? I want to do some kind of summery song, maybe, Americana, country kind of style, driving your truck down the road kind of thing. So we'll see where I get with that, and I'll let you know in a shorter video next month where I'm up to for track 7 of the 12 tracks that will be on this project. Goodbye, I guess.
And now it feels so good to say hello, 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 hello. And now it feels so right to say I miss you, I love you. And God, it feels so good to say hello. God, it feels so good to say hello.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.